These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with RV already. I think the rewriting of the major Iraq contracts from USD to Dinar indicates that the RV is urgent and about to happen. I do not think Kazemi or the CBI will let the political problems interfere with the RV much longer. Sandy Ingram article quote, could Iraq slide into civil war? Sandy Ingram says Iraq has not been able to form a government and things have gotten worse. Global news networks are openly asking questions no one wanted to previously talk about. Frank 26 says Sadr and Kazemi combination. I've never seen this type of covalent bonding of citizens to Kazemi, to Sadr, to the governments, to the CBI. It is historical. We have never seen such unity inside of Iraq because of the leadership of these two gentlemen. I love this. Mark Z said via PDK article quote, Al-Kazemi's advisor, the situation in Iraq will not affect the economy, unquote. Mark Z says other articles that came out yesterday stating they do not need the government sat in order for rate or economic changes. We know they have a drop deadish date coming up on the 15th, as they have done a tremendous amount of negotiating for them. Whether they meet that date or not, we shall see. Why is the 15th important? Because of the number of contractors whose contracts have been renegotiated for a changed rate starting on the 15th. They have T-minus 7 days. Next Monday, they're supposed to get paid with the new rate, and what's going to happen? Tivon says gradually and internally reducing the USD price in the country until it reaches 1-to-1 will probably be the marker to reinstate on the international markets. This makes sense to me, but other alternatives could be at play. At least it's out there now. I'm just wondering how long until equal value is reached within their markets before they decide to release it on the global markets. All right, Pimpy says the political situation is not stable. You have civil unrest, which is not what you want if you're going to raise your exchange rate. Not saying the exchange rate is not going to change. If that was the case, I wouldn't even waste my time. I have Iraqi Dinar. I would sell it if I didn't think it was going to happen. Sooner or later, these people are going to get their crap together and they're going to move forward. All right, Bob the Taxman IQD Roundup. It was created during the Iraqi War around 2003. It replaces the previous currency that once had value of $3.75. It's managed by the Iraqi government and the CBI under a managed float with little change in value for nearly 2 decades. The currency value is 1 IQD to less than a tenth of a penny. The CBI has often stated their goal is to return to previous levels and stated they could support a $1.17 right now with all these new contractors coming in and the value of oil being what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it did come out at a much better rate than what we thought. All right, Humble One community comment. They can't do this on a program rate. Humble One says that is not accurate statement as they can do whatever they want inside of Iraq as the dinar is used inside the country. What I think you mean is that they won't attract external investment in large enough amount to move their country forward at a program rate. What makes the difference is not the exchange rate compared to the other currencies, but the availability of ease moving in and out of the country and the ability to easily convert one currency into another. The difference we are all looking for is for Iraq to reinstate the dinar back onto the world markets. In order for them to accomplish that, they need a realistic exchange rate to go along with the reinstatement, in my opinion. Walking Stick via Frank 26, Chain of Command. The Deputy Governor of the CBI speaks on behalf of directors of the CBI who speak on behalf of the government of Iraq and Kazemi in conjunction with Kazemi's government and the CBI. All right, Mark Z via PDK referencing Mountain's Goat post from 8/7/22. Mountain Goat, I get some questions on the VND Vietnam Dong, as will it RV along with the IQD Iraqi Dinar. Mark Z says the short answer is yes. Militiaman question, I thought that PMK could dissolve Parliament on his own, not needing any vote from Parliament. Did I misunderstand? Motion Man says there was some speculation that Kazemi could use necessary powers to do so. However, there is a likelihood that a more specific constitutional way is being used. There are more than one. All right, Frank 26 article, quote, the Central Bank of Iraq is the first in the world to buy gold in 2022. That's a lot of gold. CBI, in my opinion, you can RI 5 times over. All right, Mark Z via PDK, a number of groups reached out to their folks today, sent directions or email instructions for them to make certain they are prepared to go at any moment. One of the notices received said, we do not know the timing yet, but it's expected to be imminent. So make sure you have current IDs. Make certain you have everything ready to go at the drop of a hat. I think this is huge news, and they wanted them to be prepared to go at any moment.